Okay guys, this is our second Google Docs review that we're going to do just to make sure that we have really good knowledge of how to work a Google Doc and how to create one. So I went ahead and made this quick Thanksgiving doc. I just typed up a quick little paragraph about Thanksgiving, and you guys are going to help me edit it just like we did with the last one about bats. So you'll see down here I have the directions of what I would like you to correct and change on the doc. And then once you're done, you're going to turn it in to the Google Classroom. So the first thing we're going to do, number one, is we're going to change the font. And before we change anything on a Google Doc, we need to make sure that we click and drag to highlight, and then we can make our changes. Now, for number one, it says change the font, and we want to change the font of all of the text, not just the title, not just the paragraph. We want to change the font for the whole thing. So we're going to click at the beginning, and then we're going to drag down all the way down to the end with our mouse and let go. Now, up on the toolbar, we are going to take our mouse and just gently move across the different tools until we find the one that says font in black. So you can see this one says print, undo, redo, paint format, zoom, styles, font. So if you get stuck and you can't figure out which one is the font or where the font's located, you can always just hover over each one with your mouse and read it that way, and just to make sure. So this is where the different fonts are. So we're going to click on the drop-down menu, and then you guys can pick whatever font you like. I'm going to pick this one right here called Coming Soon. And so then there it changes the font and the way it looks. Now, number two down here says change the font size to 16. So again, we're going to change the font size of the entire text. So we're going to click from the beginning, drag down with our mouse and let go. And then we're going to come up here and hover until we find the one that says font size. So zoom, styles, font, and then font size. So we're going to click the drop down menu, and we're going to come down here. There isn't a 16, so I'm actually going to click inside the box. I'm going to hit backspace and delete what's there, and I'm going to type in the number 16. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm just going to click on the dock with my mouse. Let me try that one more time. Enter. Sorry, you have to press enter. So once you type 16 in the box, you're going to press enter, and then it's going to automatically change your font size to 16. So if there's a size on the drop-down menu that isn't there and you want to manually put your own size in, you can always do that. Or you can just pick one that's there. But today we're going to manually put in 16 and change the font size to 16. Okay, so we are ready for number 3. It says bold, underline, and center align the title. So in this case, we're going to go up and we are just going to click, drag, and highlight the title. Now our first thing is to make it bold. So we're going to come up here. That's the font, font size, and then B for bold, which once you click it, it's going to make your title darker and make it stand out just a little bit more, which is exactly what you want to do for a title. Then it says that we need to underline it. So next to bold, there's an I for italic, and there's also a U for an underline. It says underline and then also has a line underneath it, which makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to click it, and then it's going to add the line underneath the word. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to center align the title, which means I'm going to have the title move over to the center of the page. So we've got our other tools up here that we've already used. I'm going to keep going to the left. That's text color, inserting a link, add a comment. That says left align, center align, right align, and then justify. So the one that we want is center align, and you can see it has all these lines right here and squishes them in the center of the paper. So we're going to click it, and then it moved our title to the center. Also, I want you guys to go ahead and click and highlight everything, and I want you to go up to where the A is where it says text color, and I want you to just change the color really quick. So I'm going to change mine to purple, and you guys can pick any color that you want. I'm just going to pick purple because I like purple. Now, after you change the color, we're going to come down here to number 4, and we're going to say correct the spelling mistakes. So as you can see, anything that has a red underline underneath it is spelled incorrectly. Now there's 2 ways you can fix spelling mistakes. The first way is you can take your mouse and you can go up to the toolbar. You can click right here on the word that says tools, and then you click on spelling. Now it'll bring you a box with all of the different errors in it. So this one right here is highlighted, and it's supposed to say United. So I'm going to click on the correct way to spell it, and then I'm going to click change. And then you see the highlight went away because it changed it for me. This word is supposed to be received. So I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click change. And it changed it for me. Now the other way that you can fix spelling errors is you can take your mouse, and when you hover over the word that's spelled wrong, click on your mouse with your middle finger. So it's called a right click. So we're going to right click with our middle finger, and then we're going to click on the word. And then it's just going to bring up a menu. Sorry, let me get rid of that search box real quick. There we go. So I'm going to right click, and then it's going to bring up my menu. And then it says up here, did you mean? And so then this is the correct spelling for together. So I'm just going to click on it, and then it's going to change it. Now down here I spelled pumpkin wrong, so I'm going to right click with my middle finger, come up here and click on the correct way, and it'll change it. Now for number 5, we're going to insert an image, or another word for it is a picture, and we're going to center align it, which means we're going to put our image in the center of our paper. Now, the one thing we have to remember is that we need to put our picture below our words so that it does not mess up our text. So we need to click at the end of all of our text and then press enter 2 times. So now our cursor's down at the bottom and we can insert our picture down there. So we're going to come up to our toolbar right here where it says insert, and then we're going to click on the very first one that says image. Then we are going to come over and we are going to click search, and in the search box we're going to type Thanksgiving, and then we're going to come over here and click the magnifying glass to search for Thanksgiving pictures. Now, you can scroll through and you can pick any Thanksgiving picture you want. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one right here that says gobble gobble. So I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to come down here to the bottom and I'm going to click the blue button that says select. Now, my picture was put in, but it's a little large, so I'm going to click on the picture. And then I'm going to come up here and grab the corner, click and drag it in to make it smaller, to shrink it, because I don't want my picture to take up my whole entire page. Now, the last thing I need to do is I need to put the picture in the center. So make sure you click on your picture, and then we're going to come back up to our toolbar and we're going to hover over until we find the one that says center align. So that said zoom, this one says insert link, add a comment, left align, center align. So then I'm going to click on it, and now it put my picture in the center. Okay, once you guys have followed directions 1 through 5, then come on up and click the turn in button and then turn your doc into Google Classroom.